Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. A very rainy, very stormy Saturday evening as I am doing this reading, and I still have the Tarot of the Abyss on the tarot table. It's a very dark tarot. I haven't read with it for a while, and I'm using it for the readings today because the big thing that I'm really reading on is Harry's belief that the late Queen was supporting him in his court cases against the British media. And he said on the ITV documentary Tabloids on Trial that the Queen is very much up there going, see this through to the end. And he says, without question. So he believes, he's told everybody on camera that he believes the late Queen is looking down and cheering him on in this quest to bring down and silence and stifle the British media. And she says, see it through to the end, which I think we pretty much all don't agree with. And then on top of that, which Harry told us, Neil Sean claims that a source has told him, allegedly, that Meghan talks to Diana on a daily basis. That's what he's been told, and that the messages have accelerated. And now I have read on this before, and I've also seen this showing up in readings recently. I saw it most recently, I think, when I was reading around the ESPY Awards and the to go or not to go, and I was getting Consult Mummy Diana coming through energetically in the readings. And I have to remind you as I shuffle the cards that this is all just tarot for fun and entertainment. It is all my opinion, all speculation, and I'm just reading energy, archetypal energy, of course, because we're dealing with the archetypal family, the royal family, the British royal family. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. Please read it. Please do your own research. Please form your own opinions. But I'm going to do a Celtic cross now from Harry's point of view. And I'm going to look at this notion that he seems to have, that the Queen is talking to him from watching down from the afterlife. Isn't that an interesting image that has just shown itself to us? And cheering him on. And that allegedly Meghan is talking, communicating with Diana on a daily basis, giving messages to Harry, and the messages are escalating. That makes me, as an energy reader, feel a little bit concerned. And so I'm doing this reading really out of concern, and I have to say that that is quite true. One more shuffle, then we go into it. We're doing a Celtic cross, and we are going to look at this from Harry's point of view, but we're going to read on it, and we're going to say that hypothetically we are going to go along with what Neil Sean has to say, and that Meghan does indeed consult with the late Princess Diana and relate what she allegedly has to say to her very lost, in my opinion, very lost son, Harry. All very disturbing. So let's have a look and see what the cards have to tell us. The energy coming through them. Celtic cross. Underlying energy, we have the Eight of Swords. In reverse, it's the mental construct card, the Eight of Swords. See, someone's stuck in a thought, in a mental construct, something that they have built themselves. A belief system is the word that I'm scratching around, or the expression that I'm scratching around for, a belief system. And it's in reverse, so that means that there is a desire, interestingly, to free oneself from this belief system, or this state of fear, and this state of being held hostage almost to this influence or this reliance on the messages that are coming. And so very interesting energy. It's all about thoughts, it's all about belief systems, fear, mental traps, mental constructs, and the need to free oneself from them. The fact that this card is in the reverse is possibly encouraging. We'll see what the actual reading tells us. Situation Harry is in right now. And we got the Chariot. He's on this crusade. He is determined. He is, it's the major arcana for Cancer. Princess Diana was, of course, a Cancerian. So it's her message, her desires that he is fulfilling. He's carrying out with that Chariot card. It's momentum. It's, of course, her accident is in there because it's motor cars, it's the tunnel, it's the terribleness, the high-speed chase through a tunnel, and it's that he believes was caused by the tabloids, without realizing that she actually had them on speed dial, more or less, to a large extent. But it's carrying out her desires, her drive, the message coming. Mummy says, do this, and yes, I will do it. I'm a good boy. I'm going to do exactly what you tell me to do. It's very, very forceful energy in there, very directed energy. What's the problem with all of this? And we have the Empress in reverse. That's the mother in reverse, exploiting the female energy, the energy of the late mother, by a female. Empress in reverse. It's a very toxic energy. We've got two major arcana. They both represent Princess Diana, but there is Meghan's energy in there as well, I would say, with that card being in reverse. That is, of course, my personal opinion, and I'm just speculating, but the Empress in reverse is Princess Diana's energy that has been twisted and distorted, again, in my opinion, and to drive this narrative, this Chariot, set the wheels in motion, get him going. And what's going on beneath the surface, the hidden energy here. And I have assigned Meghan's energy to this card. What's her influence behind the scenes here? And we've got the King of Pentacles. She's the driving force behind this King of Pentacles, which is Harry. That's his energy that he's trying to convey to us. I am the one in charge. This is all my doing. I'm the one fighting the media. I'm out to slay the dragon. I'm reliable and stable and capable and competent. And I'm doing this to protect my wife, and because of my late mother and all the rest of it. But the hidden hand in here is what is really going on, given what I asked the tarot. My opinion, of course. What is her goal? And there is some speculation that he's trying to weasel himself out of the relationship. That would be the Eight of Swords in reverse, and hence the trip to the UK, the month-long trip without her, without the kids, that he's allegedly planning. So what is her goal with this influence that she allegedly has, channeling these messages from the late Princess Diana? Knight of Pentacles is slow but steady. Keep him in control. Knight of Pentacles. We've already got the King of Pentacles. That's him. Keep him tethered. Keep him loyal. Keep him faithful. That's all Knight of Pentacles energy. Keep him a willing foot soldier. The Knight of Pentacles is low status. He's reduced. Here he's the pretend of being King of Pentacles, but it's really, in my opinion, her energy that's coming through. Her goal is to keep him compliant, loyal. Yes, Megan, I'll do what you say, Megan, because it's what Mommy said when you were doing yoga this morning, or doing whatever work that you were doing, workings perhaps that you were doing, and you've emerged now from whatever room with this vision, with what Mummy Diana has told you, perhaps written in calligraphy. I'm being snarky, and I'm entitled to be snarky here because we're just doing this for fun. Knight of Pentacles. Keep him tethered to her. So tell us about past effects of this on Harry, past influence, past events. What do we know? The Five of Cups, this is him in his grief that he cannot, in my opinion, seem to let go of. Fixated on his loss, his sorrow, that he's never, ever, ever, despite all the therapy and all the drugs and all the various modalities that he's tried, including some modalities that are quite out there, allegedly, he cannot get past that grief. What's coming in this level of influence and control that he is possibly beginning to try to wrestle himself free from? What's coming down the track towards him? I've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's Mummy Diana energy again. It's in reverse. We have heard from Neil Sean that the messages have accelerated recently, as I think the frenzy is on to keep that control, to keep him docile, tame, tethered to her. It's possible. There's two things that could be going on here. Unfortunately, they're both coming equally at me. It's possible that the messages are going to accelerate from this Queen of Cups in reverse. Of course, Diana energy. Is also possible that he's going to be less enamored of them, less persuaded by them. They might not chime precisely with what he wants to hear, for instance. They might disagree with them. It's going to be difficult for him. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist of any kind. This is my absolutely inexpert opinion. But it might be very, very difficult for him to go against whatever messaging is coming, that now he's a bad boy and he's disobeying Mummy Diana and disappointing her and all the rest of it. But it's in there. It's possible. And I say that because of this cord. Cord was a Freudian slip. Cord cutting. 8 of Swords in reverse. That's absolute cord cutting possible with that Knight of Pentacles, that he's decided, I'm out of here, I'm off, I don't want to hear it anymore. How much does he believe in this? How invested is he in his own inner self with what's going on now? I've got the 9 of Swords in reverse. Nightmare, horror, anxiety, stress, but it's in reverse. There's something going on here that maybe he doesn't want to experience anymore. The nightmare of this. It's just a hint possible. I'm not saying large, but a hint in here, because of this 8 of Swords in reverse, that he wants to free himself from it. He doesn't want to suffer so much mentally anymore. And clearly, all of this influence and messaging and whatever else, control, hasn't brought him happiness. It has not brought him peace of mind. If the messages that were coming through were healthy, positive, supportive messages that were encouraging him into healthy and positive behaviors, maybe the nightmare would be over. But instead of which, they seemingly, in my opinion, have led him into conflict with his family, with the world, down some very dodgy paths, in my opinion, again, allegedly. And he can't deal with it anymore. I think he's at breaking point. I see this often. This again is my opinion, that he's possibly at breaking point. He doesn't want to suffer anymore. What pressure is he under from outside? And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is her energy. It's Megan's energy. The upright, the happy single woman who's very wealthy, enjoys the good things in life. American Riviera Orchard is up and running. It's making gazillions. And she's all set to fly on her own. But she's not 9 of Pentacles in reverse. She has no money of her own. She has no resources of her own. Her brand is a failure. She is still clinging on because she can't liberate herself. Her energy is also in here. 8 of Swords in reverse. She also wants to liberate herself from this marriage that, in my opinion, is toxic for both of them and has failed both of them. It's failed them emotionally and financially and just in terms of mutual support. So she wants out of there as much as he does, I think, my opinion. But she can't get out because she has nothing. So he's stuck with it for now. His hopes and fears. And we have the 7 of Wands in reverse. He's very worried that he's going to be browbeaten. He's going to be defeated And I think this is why the scramble to the UK and the begging and pleading to be protected and welcomed back and give me, let me be Councillor of State again. Give me back Frogmore Cottage. Give me back all my perks and all the lovely things so that I can liberate myself from this. I don't think that they're going to do that. But this is his fear, is that he won't be able to resist her. He won't be able to stand his ground. If he makes his little escape here, she'll reel him back in and say, oh, I've just got a message from Mummy Diana, and she says you mustn't meet Pa, because Pa was so awful to her and broke her heart and ruined her life, and you would be betraying Mummy Diana's memory, 5 of Cups, if you did sit down with Pa and have a heart-to-heart, or if you actually sat down with Camilla and had, I don't know, a cup of tea and a chat or something like that. He knows that he's too weak, or he fears that he personally is too weak to resist whatever influence she might have, and of course speculating, opinion, all the rest of it, reading just around rumours. So how's it going to go? Is he going to make his getaway? Is he going to escape the clutches? Is he going to wake up and realise this is hocus pocus? We assume it is hocus pocus. We've got the 4 of Swords. That is retreat and healing. It's a pretty dark card, the 4 of Swords, because it follows a betrayal, the 3 of Swords, and then it's, well, I'm just going to take myself out of the game and I'm going to hide and I'm going to lick my wounds. It tells me there is a possibility in here, a chink of a possibility, that there might be some rehab, there might be some treatment, there might be some priory or something like that. What do they call it when somebody gets comes out of they get like deprogrammed? It's possible there. It's hiding energy, it's healing energy, it's retreating, it's going very quiet, going away. It could also be phones taken away, can't reach anybody, can't talk to anybody, can't get emails, WhatsApps. What's the one that he used with the writer allegedly? Signal, none of that. It's got healing energy in it, which is a good thing, but it follows some kind of collapse, an emotional collapse, so there might be some level of collapse in here before we get to this. Okay, now you have to heal and do whatever is required to heal. So there's a journey in here that is difficult. Just saying. In my opinion, of course, as ever. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.